Hello, welcome back to, welcome back. Damn, beginning of the podcast, I'm already getting tongue-tied. Welcome back to Insert Evil Laugh here. This is, part 2 of our podcast with Zack.
Hey, what's going on?
And, this time we'll be talking more about, comic books in general. You'll probably hear a lot about Deadpool, Spider-Man, probably a little bit of Batman here and there. I know personally I'll be talking a lot about Deadpool and Green Lantern.
Yeah. No, this will get interesting by the end of it, that's for sure. So
yeah, we might even have to break this into 3 parts.
Yeah.
So, I'm reading Deadpool Classic right now. It's a big bulk of like Deadpool's first comic books. And I think I'm on like Deadpool 3 right now.
Yeah.
And it's pretty fucking interesting.
Yeah.
Like Deadpool's origin was he's a cancer patient, and like he's going through all this chemo and shit. He just kept getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
And then he's actually a Weapon X. He was in the Weapon X program. And if you've ever seen Deadpool without his mask on, he looks like a fucking zombie. Because the cancer is just like eating him away.
Well, yeah, like that's something about like his like even though he's like the health regeneration, like it doesn't. Yeah, the healing factor, it doesn't work as like great as Wolverine's.
It's constantly fighting the cancer. That's what it is.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
like it works as good as Wolverine's. In some cases, it works better.
Yeah.
But he, it's just constantly fighting the cancer.
Oh, okay. All right. I've always heard like different things on that, because like with different stories, you always get like the different.
Yeah, like they kind of bend his, like in any comic book,
any
character in general.
Any character that gets a little bit popular, there's always the different backstories.
Yeah, and they just kind of bend his story to work with what they're trying to do at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, Wolverine has seen that more than anybody.
Yeah.
I personally don't even know the true origin of Wolverine, because there's been so many different versions of it.
Yeah, so I know if you go back to Wolverine Origins, you'll find it, but yeah, that's one that I have to read. As much as I am a Wolverine fan, I have not read that, so
Yeah.
I should probably be slapped by now, but no one's called me on it yet, so.
Speaking of X-Men and Wolverine and shit like that, one origin story I've always found interesting, because I love like World War II and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's been Magneto.
Oh yeah.
How he was in like the concentration camp and shit like that.
Yeah.
He met Logan.
Yeah. That's like with like everything, like with the New 52 and like Marvel now. I think that'd be like an awesome time, like for them to put like a Magneto ongoing series. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like because I've been reading Uncanny X-Men, and he's like a member in that group with Cyclops and everyone. But it's like he's in it, but he's not like as such. He does a lot of like behind the scenes stuff, so to say. Like you don't get the big picture until finally. But like even if it doesn't relate to that X-Men series, like it's totally be fine, because Magneto is just like a character that's interesting that you could so.
Speaking of that, I want to go back and say to fix a mistake from last podcast. I said that I said Uncanny X-Men when I was talking about the Wolverine Deadpool team. It's actually X-Force. Just go back and kind of fix a mistake, because I know how the internet likes to point things out like that.
Yeah.
But earlier you were telling me about the Thunderbolts.
Oh yeah, the Thunderbolts. Yeah. I think they're still going. I'm not too sure. I haven't heard a whole lot about them, but like.
No, who are the members of the Thunderbolts?
let's see, we have Deadpool, we have Agent Venom, we have the Red Hulk, we have Elektra, and we have the Punisher.
Being a huge Deadpool fan myself, I've never even heard of this series, so
Yeah.
that kind of tells you how underground, I guess would be.
Like under the radar, that's pretty much,
Yeah.
It didn't. I didn't even know until like someone was telling me about it. I'm like, yeah, it comes out next week. I'm like, can you add that to my pool list? You know what I mean? Like I was just like, yeah, I'll have that.
Yeah, put that shit on my tab.
Right. But like, I don't know. As far as like when I read like the first run, I don't even remember who the writer was, but it was just terrible. And I was just like, how could you fuck up like this greatness? Like they probably have, they could go against like Carnage or something, like this team against Carnage.
Yeah,
I'd be in heaven. Yeah, but like they just, I don't know. But for as good as the New 52 and Marvel Now, for the great titles they have a lot of shit marks on the toilet.
You mentioned Agent Venom. Have you read anything?
Yeah, I have. I've only read maybe 40 and 41 or something like that. Like just these odd ones. I picked up like a random arc with anti-venom.
Yeah, the only comic I read with him was I think it was Carnage USA.
Yeah.
Is that the name of it?
Yeah, Carnage USA. Yeah.
That was a good fucking comic.
Yeah. They yeah, he was in that, and he's now just the most recent Superior Spider-Man. He got introduced. Like they brought him in, and so that's a pretty fun feud to see because it's not the same.
Yeah, it's not like Alien morphing Venom.
Right, but then before Peter Parker knew who this Agent Venom was, and they were friends.
Yeah.
But now that Doc Ock has, it's pretty much Spider-Man. He's seeing Venom and he's kicking the shit out of him. So it's you're like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Zack, why don't you tell them what the Superior Spider-Man?
Right, and if you haven't been keeping up with Spider-Man, pretty much Peter Parker and Doc Ock, the Amazing Spider-Man, switched bodies. And Doc Ock ended up dying with Peter Parker's mind and everything. So now Doc Ock is essentially Spider-Man. So if you haven't checked it out, I'd highly advise it. Superior Spider-Man.
Yeah, I know I'm going to check it out. It sounds like an interesting concept, especially since, I don't know, Doc Ock has always been one of those villains who he doesn't he doesn't sit right with the other villains.
Yeah.
He's just one of those ones that just wants to he's the to put it in video game terms, he's kind of like the Andrew Ryan of the Spider-Man universe.
Yeah.
He just wants to do his science and stuff and not be looked down upon for it.
Yeah. And I don't know, it's just it's kind of I don't think you would normally even though he is a great villain for what he's worth, you kind of I don't know, in the way I used to, I always looked at Doc Ock as the same way I viewed the Doctor, Mr. Penguin.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, he's there. I'm not gonna bash on him, but it's not we could do better.
Yeah.
But with this, he's definitely a more reputable threat now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I remember in the 90s, 2000, whatever cartoon.
Yeah.
He always kind of he was never the person that you wanted to see fight.
Yeah.
You wanted to see Venom fight. You wanted to see Carnage fight. You wanted to see Green Hobgoblin fight. And all that shit. Doc Ock was always the person you were okay, let's hear his fucking plan because it's going to be good.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It was something. Yeah, I think that's neat now though. You get to see Doc Ock as Spider-Man. And,
yeah.
But they're doing a bunch of good stuff with it. They've been doing aside from just the Spider-Man title, they have the Superior Foes of Spider-Man.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but it's like the Sinister Six, and they have like a book just for that, and then they have like the Superior Spider-Man and team, and it's like random team ups and stuff.
No, correct me if I'm wrong. The Sinister Six consists of well, it did consist of Doc Ock. Right?
Well, it's just, like Sinister Six is kind of like I don't know, like they always kind of like change the team. It's like one of those things that like the team is like always changing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember in the cartoon, which I haven't really read the Spider-Man comics. Like most of my intel on Spider-Man came from the cartoon.
Yeah.
But the Sinister Six for that one was Doc Ock. I forget his name. The illusion guy.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. I believe it starts with fuck. But yeah, him. Shit. Scorpion.
Yeah.
I want to say Electrode, or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah.
Yeah, him, and then I forget the last two members, but yeah, they were a pretty fucking badass team, and like during the cartoon, it also just happened to be like this new team of fucking supervillains. They're like all his badass supervillains, and then it's also the time where he starts having trouble with his powers.
Yeah.
So like it was just like a double whammy of holy shit, Peter Parker might die.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely good to see like they're like giving like a lot of respect to Spider-Man, and they've you like something that's worth checking out, because I know you mentioned the Carnage USA. They just wrapped up Superior Carnage.
See, that I might have to check out, because Carnage was always my favorite. I take it back. He wasn't always my favorite. Venom was my favorite for a while.
Yeah.
And like once I kind of grew out of like the simple-minded, well, I guess Carnage is pretty fucking simple-minded. But,
yeah.
I grew out of Venom pretty quick, and then like Carnage was just like this fucking crazy motherfucker that could turn his hands into like axes and shit.
Yeah, no, he's crazy.
Yeah. Did you have you read any of the New 52 Green Lanterns?
Yeah, I read the Wrath of the the Rise of the Third Army.
Yeah, I was reading that. I was reading fucking what's it called? One with Kyle.
Oh, the New Guardians.
Yeah, New Guardians.
Yeah, well, like the Rise of the Third Army. That was like kind of like the arc over all the Lanterns. Yeah.
There was a new when I picked up a couple of the villain issues. Yeah. There was a commercial for it was like the death of Green Lantern or some shit like that.
Yeah, well, I think I know what you're talking about. Like, it's kind of like where it's like Power Ring is like
not working.
Yeah.
All it said is like the light will go out on insert date here, and I
haven't read that though, but like I definitely been seeing them.
I haven't either. It's one of those things like Death in the Family, where it's like not only in like one issue of Green Lantern, it's like one from this series, one from
they do that a lot with that, like with the lanterns.
They do that a lot with like any of the comic books, which kind of pisses me off, because then I have to go into like different storylines and like,
that can get that can kind of suck. I mean, DC does that a lot, like like Forever Evil, like this is like one of their first like big story arcs, or it's like an actual like separate comic,
Yeah.
Like Marvel tends to do that more, where they have like a solid like mini series out for that, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of why I lean towards Marvel more.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to comic books, when it comes to like movies and just like fucking the Killing Joke, where it's like a graphic novel. Yeah. I'm all for DC.
Yeah.
But
like you like the classics and stuff from them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like when I'm just reading like issues, it's genuinely hard to like keep on track with the storyline. Because when I was reading the New 52 Teen Titans, like you would read one issue,
Yeah.
and then the next issue, what they were doing in the last issue was completely over, and they're like on some sort of fucking island. And you're like, how the fuck did they get here? Like it kind of
threw you off. And
yeah.
Just kind of put like a bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah, it's like they would do, if I remember correctly, they were about to fight Harvest, which was like the main bad guy at the time.
Yeah.
They fought Harvest, then they didn't continue the fight with Harvest in the Teen Titans. They did it in like Superman and Superboy number whatever.
Oh yeah.
And then it went back to Teen Titans to like throw another, like Teen Titans is kind of like filling the gap for the actual storylines of the actual comic books of the individual characters in Teen Titans.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know. If I'm gonna read Teen Titans, I don't want it to be fill in the blank. I want it to be like these badass sidekicks doing badass sidekick things.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, as far as like what New 52 and like Marvel now have been doing, like I don't know, like for what they've been trying to get out, I appreciate. Like, and the ones that like have actually like been able to say like Swamp Thing and or like Animal Man. I know that's like continuing on, or like Suicide Squad.
I've heard amazing things about Suicide Squad.
Yeah, they definitely been doing good stuff, but like just like those are kind of more titles that you wouldn't expect to get the love that they did.
Yeah.
I mean, Swamp Thing's success is probably because they've had like great writers, because Scott Snyder was on that for like a while, and then the same guy who's doing Thunderbolts now, Charles Soule, he's on that too. He's on Swamp Thing now.
They did a I think it was like called like the Death of Swamp Thing or some shit like that, where comes into so him and his girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah.
This is all from Fat Man on Batman. I was listening to. He was talking about, because I know nothing about Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
He was like, they arrested the girl because they went to Gotham.
Yeah.
And they Swamp Thing was like in like a different galaxy or some shit like that, and they arrested the girl for like basically banging something that's not human.
Oh really?
Sorry.
Get it out. You'll be alright.
Spit does not go down that tube. Anyway, they arrested her for basically banging something that's not human. And,
yeah.
Swamp Thing. And he comes back and he's like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to go fuck shit up. So he goes to Gotham and he's like, hey, release my woman or I'm just gonna kill like everything. And Batman is just like trying to get him to get the chief of police to like let this lady go.
Yeah.
And he starts naming off like people who technically aren't human that they haven't arrested that have been having sex with like regular humans.
Yeah.
Like it was like Cheetah Woman, there was some other person, and the big one he drops, he's like at the very end of the list, he's like, and then what's his name in Metropolis?
Right, yeah.
And he's like, if you're gonna arrest this one lady for doing this, you're gonna have to arrest all these other people. And then he just drops fucking Superman on him. And like the chief of police just like, let her go, get her out of here.
Yeah. I don't know, but like, it's great that they've been able to do like that stuff, but for all like the comics they've been able to keep,
yeah,
there's also been the ones that they've had to cancel, which is like they've ended up they've canceled the Deathstroke. they canceled his.
That pissed me off.
Yeah, they canceled that, but for like every one that you got canceled, you got like they'd bring 4, and like maybe like 3 out of those 4 are gonna be like Batman and Superman's.
Yeah.
Or like related in some way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even if it is cool, like they came out with like the new Harley Quinn, like yeah, that's cool, but it's like still a bad. Like I consider that a bad title, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Like there are people out there that like are in fucking love with Harley. Like there's people out there that would probably pick her over the Joker for a villain.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, fuck, Kevin Smith named his daughter after.
yeah, it's just, it's crazy, but, you know, like, that, like, there's other characters, like you could get, like, a Cyborg or a Martian Manhunter.
Cyborg,
you know what I mean?
Cyborg is a very underrated
superhero. Definitely, and they definitely don't utilize him enough in the Justice League.
Oh, definitely not.
Even though he's on there, like, I was like, okay, Cyborg, we just need you to do this and this, and that's that. You know what I mean? It's like, he should be having his own, like, just how everyone in Justice League has their own title, he should have his own.
Yeah.
And then Martian Manhunter, like, why doesn't he have his own, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's, I don't know.
Yeah, like, when I was watching one of the Justice League movies, I think it was Apocalypse or some shit like that. Yeah, it was Apocalypse.
Yeah.
And, like, they had this other Martian as his, like, main enemy.
Yeah.
And I was like, who the fuck is this guy? I've never seen him before.
Yeah.
And he you know, he was obviously another Martian. He was green.
Yeah.
If I remember right, they said he was, like, the white Martian? Yeah, white Martians, which are evil.
Oh, okay.
Not all white Martians are evil, but yeah.
Just that one in particular happened to be.
Yeah, he not the racial profile. I mean, you never really get like a backstory on John.
Yeah. I don't know. There's definitely. I mean, I don't know. You'd have to go back and look, but maybe there is, maybe there's not. It's just one of those characters that probably just hasn't got enough attention yet.
Yeah, there was actually a part where like John and Batman, Martian Manhunter and Batman, they kind of didn't see eye to eye. Like, Martian Manhunter was like investigating a case and it led him through Gotham, and Batman was also kind of on the same case.
Yeah.
It was like the strictly Gotham part of the case.
Yeah.
And he went up to John. He's like, "Stay out of my territory. I bought a $1 billion stone to deal with Superman, and I just need to go down to the market and get a pack of matches to deal with you. Get out of my town." Like that. I don't know. Like, Martian Manhunter just never really stuck out to me. He was always a support character.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that's only because it's like the way they've only ever like wrote him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think there's so much potential with him that they just don't use him enough for it yet. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, when you put Martian Manhunter next to like Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, he looks kind of pathetic next to him.
Well, I mean, even like, he used to be in that like old cartoon, the Justice League cartoon. You know? So I mean, I don't know. Like, he has like, he's like invulnerability. You know, he's got that. He's
got the phase through. He's got the shape shifting.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I don't know. I just don't think he gets enough credit for what he does have.
He probably doesn't. Like you said, the reason I'm probably looking at him like this because that's the only way he's been written.
Yeah. I mean, you'd have to like, and then I started like appreciating it more like when because he's introduced in the new Justice League of America, or not fair. It's fairly new, but he was introduced in that, and it's been a good read, and like you could definitely see like because. I don't know. It's even like little supporting characters have like
huge roles.
Yeah, have like have their own side comics. So it's like, well, why haven't we seen a Martian Manhunter?
Yeah.
But I mean, just some moves that were just made like haven't really been the best, because I guess at the end of the day, DC is a business.
Yeah.
And as much as they want to like try and use these characters, like these editing teams, they want to try and use these characters, they still have to turn a profit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Martian Manhunter's just not like the most popular.
Yeah, he's not gonna turn his profit as much as like your Batman or Superman will.
I think Aquaman would probably get a better profit than Martian.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. But I think, I don't know. I think if they gave him like enough time and actually displayed him properly, I think you could see a good turnout.
Oh yeah, because like, you know, he just kind of appeared. Like I said, he just kind of appeared with all this fucking mysterious backstory that like they never really fill you in on. They
Yeah.
kind of throw it at you like, hey, this is a bad guy.
Yeah.
I know I've been very curious about that, and I've always wanted to know like why he's not on Mars, which they kind of went through in Young Justice. But
Yeah.
they never really explain it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. And then I just kind of like, it's all kind of different though, like now with like the New 52, especially because like they're going back and like doing like different, like this is kind of like almost like a different universe kind of,
Yeah.
like with the New 52, so it's a little strange, but you know, I mean, I think for like, but one thing I always like appreciate with DC is that they had like Vertigo, so they didn't have to just keep it like all like just hero.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's like one thing that like that DC definitely has over Marvel. Yeah, because at the end of the day, all you get out of Marvel is superhero comics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, even like, but there is hope on the horizon. But like, hopefully, like there's this new title coming out. And it's called from George A. Romero, the guy who's done all like the Of the Dead movies.
Yeah.
He's writing a comic called Empire of the Dead. It's gonna be like a 5-comic miniseries, I believe, coming out in January. Hopefully, if that sees like enough profit, they'll be willing to venture out from just their heroes.
Yeah. This is Marvel we're talking about, though. I mean, they started with superheroes. I'm thinking they're probably just going to end it with superheroes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's definitely no end in sight, though, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, their first comic, I believe, was Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I mean, where I got that from was in the comic book Deadpool Kills Deadpool.
Oh, yeah.
The Watcher says, it began with this family, and now it shall start. The beginning of this superhero era began with this family, and now the end shall start with this family. Because that's the first people that he killed.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. They might have came later though, but I don't know how that all went though.
I know they're one of Stan Lee's babies.
Well, yeah, that's for sure. But I think the Spider-Man might have came first. So like Spider-Man
is Stan Lee's fucking prophet child.
yeah. I think they came around like the same time like the Avengers came around. You know what I mean? Like they're fairly close, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But but that's just something that like they have, like DC has Vertigo, and they're going through like their own kind of like how we have like how we're talking about Marvel now and the New 52. Vertigo is having their own kind of like push with Defy. They're coming out with all these new titles like with Trillium, or they came out with like a new Sandman. I don't know if you've ever read Sandman, but those people adore it, and they're coming out with like they just started a new miniseries for it, so.
Nice. You know what I haven't heard about in like a very long, ever since Watchmen actually, is Dark Horse.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's I don't think they're doing anything like as of far.
No, it wasn't Watchmen. I think
I was gonna say
Watchmen's DC.
Yeah, I was gonna say Watchmen's DC, but Hellboy.
That too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think Watchmen's DC,
Yeah,
but
that was my bad, people.
but no, but like with Dark Horse, I haven't heard anything new about like a promotion thing that they're doing, but they came back. They got like the new Hellboy series. Yeah. They've been doing a lot of Star Wars, because they
yeah, they do Star Wars, don't they?
Yeah, they do. So they got that always for them, and they have like the different like Predator and Aliens, and so that's always like something. But they also do good like horror like miniseries.
Yeah.
They're always good for that. And then Image. I can't remember like kind of like what their promotion deal is right now, but it's they got a lot of great books coming out right now. Like they just came out with one called like Black Science, and I don't know, like on its first comic, IGN rated it 10 out of 10, which is
not bad.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, it's the same guy who writes for Captain America and the Uncanny Avengers.
That's weird, because like I am not by any means a Captain America fan. And I can't see like the guy who writes Captain America right for the Uncanny Avengers and
this like independent title.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely. I mean, he's done like he's kind of like a more sci-fi guy. So like when he first did Captain America, like this first story arc was with the Dimension Z, and it was like Captain America in this like sci-fi world. So it was definitely pretty cool. I think like as you like start to get into comics, like there become like certain writers you kind of like attached to, and then
like right now I'm attached to Scott Snyder pretty hard.
Yeah.
And then as always, I've always been a huge Alan Moore fan.
Oh yeah.
Alan Moore is my fucking
yeah.
He is just awesome because he takes like superheroes and makes them fucking dark and like what if fucking Superman had a drinking problem?
Yeah, right. I mean that's definitely been integrated into about like every like character development now, but like at the time that was like pretty much unheard of.
Yeah.
Like them having a drinking problem or but like anyway, like just like I don't know, like as you kind of go on, you like you from like what like you used to like just keep like up with the characters, you kind of start as you get older, you kind of like start to follow more of the writers than you do like the characters themselves. You know what I mean? Yeah,
because you're like, okay, this guy did this other comic. I really like it, so maybe he can get me into this guy.
Right. Yeah. So and like at that point, you're kind of more like open to more things, but I don't know. It's just, but that's not to say that you completely lose sight of all your other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So. It's definitely. It's definitely Image right now. That's definitely something to get into, though.
Have you seen that they made a Red Lantern series?
Yeah, they've been doing that. That Charles Soule guy.
Yeah.
Took over that too.
Yeah, I was surprised because like, the Red Lanterns. I would like them to make a Orange Lantern. I love. I can never pronounce his name right.
Larfleeze.
That's how you say it.
Yeah, they actually do have a. They have a comic about him.
They do?
They have a comic. They have an ongoing.
Oh my god! I have to find this shit because he's my that's my favorite Lantern Corps. Besides the Green Lantern.
No, that's that's not the orange. I believe that's the yellow.
That's Sinestro Corps.
Yeah. That's yellow, I believe.
For the ongoing series.
Yeah.
Got my hopes up, Zack.
No, I'm just saying like Larfleeze like. Orange is something different. Like I don't.
No, Larfleeze is.
Oh, is he orange? Oh, okay. Well, I messed up then because.
Yeah, he.
I always like mess them up, but like but they do have Larfleeze they have a title, so the hopes are still there. Don't worry.
That's amazing. Like he is such like a weird character.
Yeah,
like, he's Orange is Green.
Yeah, they just started that like what do you call it? Like maybe about like 3 months ago. So it just started, So
this
you
would
can
be the perfect chance to like, jump in there.
Yeah.
Now, have you read any of it?
No, I haven't read any of it. I was definitely thinking about picking it up, but
because I mean, if they do like this, because there's been 2 versions of say again, Zack. Larfleeze that I have seen. One was like the fucking vicious, the vicious greedy, and then there was the sniveling greedy.
Yeah.
If they do the vicious greedy, which I assume they would, because if they're making his own comic, the sniveling greedy isn't gonna work.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, and if it is this like the if you take something of mine and just kind of cry about it and yell at you.
Well, no, I mean, you made a series around that. You had to have another Batman title on, ready to go.
This is basically just making it to where we don't have to make an Orange Lantern series. We want we want this one to.
It doesn't like I don't think it like focuses like on the whole like orange corpse. You know what I mean? Like but like it focuses like primarily on Larfleeze.
Well, he's the only Orange Lantern.
Oh, is he? Okay. Yeah. See, I don't know too much about like. That's why I say I even mistaked him like for like the yellow in the beginning. So.
Oh, good man. That's what the podcast is about. Learn shit.
Yeah.
Like you knew how to pronounce his name, and I did not, and I'm a fucking huge Lantern fan.
Yeah.
But yeah, he is actually the only Orange Lantern.
Yeah.
Can fucking talk to that.
Yeah.
What he does is when he kills somebody, their soul, he traps their soul on his ring, and he makes constructs of warriors that he's killed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And his corpse are the people that he's killed.
Oh, okay, okay. That's pretty badass.
Yeah. And he never doesn't have his lantern on him. His lantern is always on him.
Right, yeah. Well, that kind of goes like in with his like the whole character, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
like this, so nobody can fucking touch this tree.
Yeah, exactly. He's kind of like this Smeagol.
Yeah. But actually, that's a very good comparison.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's that. As I said, like though, like pointing that out, like with the New 52, they're definitely trying to do some really great things, like with some unknown characters. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, because I didn't really know about him until I like started reading about like I knew about the orange, like there was that corpse, but like as far as like reading into like I never like really got to meet Larfleeze until like Rise of the Third Army when in the New Guardians where he tries to get like all the powers.
That's the Larfleeze that I want to see in his own comic. The like vicious, like I'm gonna fucking take everything.
Yeah, like he gets crazy. Yeah. I think that's probably what you're gonna see because it's still like in the New 52 and it was just I don't know who's writing it, but it's probably definitely worth. I was really tempted to pick it up, but like sometimes your pull list just becomes
huge,
a burden, and then you're just
like right now. I have like 3 thick-ass comics that I need to read. I need to finish this thick-ass Deadpool comic. And I've got like a stupid amount of books that I need to read. Yeah, I have to still go back because I'm behind on the new like the latest Marvel arcs, Infinity for the Avengers and Battle of the Atom for X-Men. They've all finished, but I had to go back and read them. Yeah.
I'd say I think I'm only like 1 comic behind on Forever Evil, but I have them all.
Yeah.
It's just I have to read them.
When it comes to origin stories, this is kind of out of the blue.
Yeah.
But when it comes to origin stories, I really, a little bit about myself. I do not have like any like first appearances. Zack has a couple, and I probably I want New Mutants 98, which is the first appearance of Deadpool. If I had that, I would read it. Like I would probably hate myself because I'd probably bend the pages and shit, and then I would probably just.
You'd have to buy 2 just for security.
Yeah, and they're like fucking
$80 a piece, pretty much.
Yeah.
If you're lucky, if you could find it, like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's my problem with origin stories. Because the first ones are the most important because they set up the character, and they're usually the most expensive.
Right.
Which, by the way, if anybody in the podcast audience wants to like donate me money to get this fucking New Mutant 98, then go for it. But
Take
anyway.
bribes.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That'll help generate content, you know.
So he says.
Yeah. No, it'd probably just ruin my podcast career. I'd just be like sitting at home, just staring at it all day. I'd quit my day job. And
Quit your day job. I don't think anyone would appreciate that.
I would just sit in my room all day, just staring.
Yeah. No, there's I don't know. I know they're going back with like a new origin story with like Wolverine, like continuing it on from like the first Wolverine origins, but as far as like any origin stories that they're going back with, they actually are with Batman with Scott Snyder.
Yeah.
That
year one.
No, it's 0 year.
Oh, 0 year.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to pick that up.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna probably wait till like it's all done and then go back and.
Yeah, definitely.
I haven't heard anything like as great like Death of the Family style, you know.
I still need to read that.
Yeah. Well, we have the Joker's Death of the Family, but I haven't read it yet. So.
Oh, you got the promo cover where it's like all of them in one book.
Well, it's not like all just like the essentials, yeah.
Oh.
With like it's like the Joker's face, and you pull it back,
Yeah, when you pull the cover off, and it's like his muscle on his face.
Yeah.
I almost picked that up.
Yeah.
Set it aside to get the Killing Joke.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, that.
Those are 2 like great stories about the Joker. So.
The Killing Joke is just astounding.
Yeah, I heard there was like a lot of like I don't know if you played through Arkham Origins.
I haven't. I played Arkham Asylum, but I have not beat nor played any of the other ones.
Yeah, from like what I've heard is that like they do quite a few nods to the Killing Joke.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I mean that's nice, but
yeah, they're actually there might be a Trevor pointed this out when we were doing the commentary on Under the Red Hood. They might be doing a there's a petition up anyway right now for them to do a audiobook of The Killing Joke.
Oh really?
And Mark Hamill said that the only way that he would do the Joker again is if they did an audiobook or something for The Killing Joke.
There you go, that'd be solid.
Yeah, hear fucking Mark Hamill do that wicked laugh again.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I would love the shit out of that.
Yeah, no, that'd be awesome.
That's like ear porn.
Ear porn. Eargasm.
Now, have you read any of the villain issues that DC threw out there?
Yeah, I read. I know I bought a lot of them. I haven't read through like
all of them.
No. There's a lot that I have like. I know I definitely read through the Jokers. I read through Poison Ivy's. And I think I read through like Two Faces.
Okay.
And that's pretty much where I am. But I have like shit ton. I also read through Lobos, which is pretty terrible.
Yeah, I picked up 2 pretty big names. I picked up Deathstrike.
Deathstroke?
Yeah, damn it. Leave me alone. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm fucking tired.
Yeah.
Deathstroke. God damn, he's one of my favorite villains, too. How the fuck I got that wrong? The fanboy in me right now is crying.
Yeah.
He just hung himself.
Oh, there he goes.
Swaying in the breeze.
I like to think he was jerking.
Yeah.
It was like that strangle.
I hope.
Let's strangle masturbation. But yeah.
Yeah. But I picked up Deathstroke and Trigon.
Yeah.
And holy shit. In Deathstroke, spoilers.
Yeah.
Deathstroke, there is a scene where like him and his son, before he like turned bad, were like good mercenaries.
Yeah.
And they're like sitting down after a mission, and you know they're sitting with family friends and whatnot, and they're wearing their armor and shit.
Yeah.
And, these guys bust in to shoot everybody up. They shoot and kill his son, who's wearing the same armor as Deathstroke. And the bullets pierce him and everything, and Deathstroke gets shot in the eye.
Oh, really?
My thought is, if these bullets are powerful enough to pierce the armor of Deathstroke, you'd think they would do a little bit more than just fucking puncture his eye.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know. Well, thanks for ruining it for me, though. Now I know I don't have to read it.
There's a lot more to the story.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's fine, though. I still have, like, Bane to read. I got, Man-Bat. I got his just because, like, the cover looked pretty cool. I got Black Hand, Sinestro.
You gotta borrow Black Hand. I don't know his origin whatsoever.
Yeah, I got that. I think I came close to getting Reverse Flash, but I ended up not. But I don't know. There was just that was so hard to get a hold of though.
Yeah.
Like they were fucking flying off the shelves. Like it was crazy. But
you would think that like with the crazy sales that they were doing with these things that they would continue the series.
Well, like even like I know they were just doing the one shots, but like it was so hard to like find like some of the 3D covers. You know what I mean? Like I
got the 3D Trigon.
Yeah, like I ended up like that's like I was just collecting them just so I could like have the 3D ones, you know.
Yeah.
But like we wanted the Poison Ivy one so bad, and we like couldn't find it at any comic store. They were all sold out, and we had to go on eBay.
Oh god.
We had to go on eBay, like, and it was only out like a week. I mean, we got it for pretty cheap, but like I seen some of them already going for like $20 to $30. I was like, Jesus. Like they were just out for like I don't even know how long.
Stupid amounts of money.
Yeah. When it's already been like a week.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, like we could have just went and got like, you know, just like the regular cover. You know what I mean? But like,
yeah, you gotta have that fucking hollow one.
Yeah,
so cool.
Yeah, they were great. But I don't know.
Yeah. The Trigon one, like I was telling him earlier when we were just hanging out, it makes you look at him in a whole new light. Like the only Trigon I ever got was the one, the episodes where he was like trying to take over the world in the Teen Titans show.
Mm-hmm.
And like this one's just like, yeah, you know that guy that you just thought was just some like evil demon guy from like outer
It just
space?
popped up every once in a while.
Yeah, he's basically Satan.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like that, it just made you look at him like in like fucking super dark ways, and like it's fucked up.
Yeah.
Like if a child read this comic book, he would probably have nightmares.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it'd be great if they did like more stuff with them, but only so much I guess you can give at one point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With like certain characters, because you know they want to try and get everyone they can in there, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. What else is there? There was I'm still trying to read. I ordered it a little bit ago. It's sitting in my fucking drawer, and that's the Batman Court of Owls.
Oh yeah.
Scott Scott Snyder wrote that one.
Yeah. He's been on the Batman like since the New 52 started up.
Yeah. I just hear amazing things. I'm trying to like get through this Deadpool one so I can order the second copy of Deadpool Classics, and then while I'm waiting for that, I was gonna read the Court of Owls, and like I just keep hearing better and better things about it.
Yeah.
And it's crazy like how good apparently the storyline is.
Yeah. You know, he's a great writer, and definitely like I don't think like these story arcs would have worked as well as they do if it wasn't for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I mean, sure you can kind of like put the same thing together, but it's just like how do you structure it and how do you make it like flow throughout the characters, and I think he does a really good job with that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Scott, like I said in the earlier podcast, Scott Snyder's like
The one guy that
he's the prodigal son over at fucking DC right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they got him. They got Jeff Lemire on Trillium and the Dark Avengers. Yeah. Not Dark Avengers. The Dark Justice League Dark.
Yeah.
And who once I ever remember his freaking name, who does all the other Justice Leagues. I mean, they got them, and they're good writers. They're really great writers. But like when it comes to like in comparison to like what Marvel has for like a team, they have Remender, who I was talking about with like Black Science on Image, and like he, even though he's not like contracted, I don't think he does like any
DC.
Yeah, he doesn't do it. He just does like the Marvel titles. They have Bendis, who does like all the X-Men titles pretty much, and they're like, and he also does Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Like those are great. And then he's got they have Jonathan Hickman, who does the Avengers, New Avengers, and he's also like one of those people that isn't contracted, you know. So you know how I was telling you earlier about like that mythological comic.
Yeah.
It's called God is Dead, and that he does that.
Nice.
Yeah, he also does like 2 others for Image. He does a lot of projects all at once.
Fucking sounds like it.
Yeah, but then they also have like Dan Slott, who does Superior Spider-Man and with Silver Surfer, and it's just like, I don't know, like in comparison, like I just think the writing team is way stacked, like stacked against DC, but but that's just in my like.
Well, I mean, like, you know, DC is owned by Disney now, so they kind of got like a shit ton of money that they can throw around.
Or do you mean Marvel?
Yeah, fuck. 1 o'clock in the morning, Zack.
That was a huge flaw, though. I had to correct you, though.
You know, like as soon as I said that, like some fucking fanboys are sitting there cracking their knuckles, like, what the fuck did he just say?
Yeah, right. Yeah. I was like, you scared me. I was like, oh shit. All right, I guess this is getting late.
Yeah, we're gonna get lynched here pretty soon.
Yeah.
Well, I am. Zach's just gonna stand there like, I told you so.
Yeah. I hope that part makes it onto the recording, though.
Me too. Well, with that, I think we're gonna wrap it up for tonight. Stay tuned for more Insert Evil Laugh here. We'll be back again next week. Something I posted on Facebook, I really do want to do a full Deadpool podcast that on Insert Evil Laugh here, and if anybody would like to be on that, or you know just want to hear it, just fucking tell us, man. I want to hear your guys'
input. Yeah,
same thing. Okay. Fucking 1 a.m. Shut up. Alright, well, we'll talk to you guys later, and as always, this is Josh, and my guest Zach, and
we'll talk to you guys later.
Night.